Now, this is hilarious. George Clooney, after all of the crap that he tried to pull over the past few months to try to get Kamala Harris elected, is now doing the laughable thing of bending the knee to Trump and admitting that he was supporting a crazy loser like Kamala Harris. And now he is trying to get all up on the Trump train, and well, it's not going to work out. He can try to pull all of these shenanigans, and we are not going to forget the crap that he tried to pull. And of course, he was one of the first celebrities to endorse Kamala Harris to be in the running for president, and he encouraged Biden to step down from the race and all of that type of crap. And then the most hilarious part about all of that was that he was then made the scapegoat by the Democrats and was basically stabbed in the back by all of them, including his good friend Obama. So George Clooney fuming, he was seduced by Barack Obama into putting the boot into Joe Biden before being blamed for the Trump win. This whole thing is completely backfired on George Clooney in a major way. Now, George Clooney is doing the hilarious thing today of admitting that Trump was right, and he shared it in this shocking message that we're going to be checking out here today in this video. And even in this video here, you can tell that George Clooney is absolutely panicking. And why would Hollywood be panicking so much about Trump? Well, we got some interesting data that we're going to be talking about with all of that, because let's just say that there is absolutely total and complete panic that is happening right now, and we have a bunch of data to prove that. Before we do that, let's go ahead and check out what George Clooney says here.
And, you know, I've lost a lot of elections. First time I voted, it was 1980, so I was a Carter guy, and Reagan won, and then I lost to some Bushes, and I won with some Clintons and Obamas, and I lost. And, you know, this is democracy, and this is how it works. And, you know, what the hell
How'd it go this time for you? I forgot who you were supporting.
Well, I don't know. What am I supposed to do? You know, storm the Capitol? You know, it's like, it didn't work out. That's what happens.
There you go. Next time.
It's part of democracy. And we'll get, you know, and there's...
It is pretty hilarious that he's talking about democracy when he was endorsing a candidate that was not elected by any sort of democratic process whatsoever to be in the general election. But, you know, all that aside, he's totally rah-rah for democracy.
There's the people who agree and people who disagree, and most of us still like each other. We're all going to get through it. You got to live by those rules, you know, which is all right. Okay, good for you. Go. I hope you do well, because our country needs it. And then we'll meet you in 3.5 years and see where we go next. That's part of the thing.
Trump does not need any sort of attaboy type attitude coming from these Hollywood celebrities. F all of you. That is exactly how Americans view you. We don't like you guys, okay? I don't know if you guys have realized that yet or not, but the American people do not like you, okay? This whole part right here is really bizarre. You can tell that George Clooney gets super duper awkward by what happens here.
That's part of the thing.
What? That there'll be another. Let's not get out over our skis, George.
Well, I don't...
You know, you play by the rules, but both sides have to believe that there should be rules. That's what I would say.
Yeah, there's some truth there.
Yes.
Well,
you know, they say if you're saving your country, you can commit no crime.
I heard that.
Yes.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Wow, what a cool thing.
You mentioned...
So awkward, man. You can really tell. You can tell that Stephen Colbert is really trying to egg George Clooney on to go on one of these unhinged, tedious tirades that a lot of these celebrities like to do. And George Clooney is not taking the bait here. And it's hilarious to see how much George Clooney's been broken by Trump, where now he is not even going to try to criticize Trump hardly at all. George Clooney is absolutely trying to do everything he can to bend the knee to Trump, to get in the good graces of Trump, and it's not going to work out. That leads us to the panic that is happening. So holy bleep, fake passports, offshore accounts, hitmen, bleach bit, and all hitting all-time highs on the 52-week Google Trend chart. What the F is happening in Washington, D.C.? To clarify, these are searches from people with IP locations in the D.C. area. So if you take a look, they're just like spiking over the past couple of days. Fake passport. Look at that. It's just like a beam into the sky. Offshore accounts. Hitman attorneys spiking in the Washington, D.C. area. More examples, capital punishment spiking. So there's a lot of panic that is happening in Washington, D.C. right now. And it's not just Washington, D.C., it's Hollywood as well. So there's a lot of people that are nervous right now, and they should be nervous, rightfully so. We are living in crazy times right now. It is all getting crazier and crazier, so make sure that you leave a like, make sure that you subscribe. Let me know what you think about what George Clooney is saying here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.